Bloody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Mato Seihei no Slave chapter 155. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little demon slayer kitty, who's somewhere around here probably hunting some demons, but end this operation, well, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we cover in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked spring anime season in full swing, in which we are covering not just the Dragon Ball Daima dub, but we are covering Witch Watch, Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia Illegals, Ranger Reject Season 2, Fire Force Season 3, and Please Put Them On, Takamine-san. And there's even more on the way, including the second season of Mato Seihei no Slave, which I would like to cover because of the studio change in particular. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, first off, we have officially crossed over 11,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for getting us there. I know it would be a lot higher if it wasn't for YouTube suppressing my content, which irritates the living daylights out of me. I don't know why they do this to me, but it's not just YouTube suppressing my content. Twitter is doing it too, and I think the most frustrating part about Twitter doing it is that I paid for Twitter, and that I've been on Twitter for like over a decade as well. Like, oh God, it's a hot mess, man. It really is a hot mess. Something I would love to see happen though, because on May 29th, it is my 36th birthday. God, I'm fucking old. I would love to see this channel hit 12,000 subs, at least. That'd be freaking amazing. Oh my God. If we could get there, that would be sick. But anyways, last time I covered Mato Seihei no Slave, we got to see TAIKYOKU, who is totally giving some Kaguya realness. I'm talking about Kaguya from Naruto in particular. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And speaking of, that's what this chapter is titled, TAIKYOKU. And there she is. She looks so amazing. Ah, it's my wife! I love Mira. That is my waifu. Today is a good day for Mato Seihei no Slave for me, because I get to see my wife. God, I love her. You're one of the gods of thunder, yeah? I've descended to deliver divine punishment upon you. Again, how can you not say that this is Kaguya realness? Woo! That sword, though! That sword is sick! Ooh, God, those eyes. Those eyes! I'm just thinking. Those now I remember, I said in my last video that it was very much giving, like the Yoma eyes from Claymore. Yeah, it was giving that, but I'm starting to think it's kind of giving some Demon Slayer tease too. In a way, yeah. Yeah, it totally is. It's like a mixture of the three, isn't it? And an army of Miras. Oh my God. I needed this today. If only Mira was in a bikini or naked, then my day would be even more made. Bring it, bitch! Let's go! An attempt at reading my hand, I assume. Oh no! And there she is. That's my girl. I know, Black Clover fans, I know you're thinking the same thing that I am, which is, damn, Lucy has kind of did something similar. All my clones were burned away at once. She's way more dangerous than Cassette. Well, no shit, she is. There's apparently one among the gods of thunder whom humans absolutely can't defeat, and if you fight them, you'll die. She's called TAIKYOKU. It's gotta be TAIKYOKU. Well, duh. Calling for backup the moment the first clone was cut down was the right call. Anyway, on to the next clone. Uh-oh. No more waiting for the real one to fight. Oh, shit! Mira, no! Just like Mira-san told me, I'll forget the consequences and go full power. Please take all I've got, Mira-san! Not pulling any punches, eh? Okay, here we go. Reinforcements are here. Can always count on Neighbor to arrive quick, thanks. Watch out, she's got lightning, fire, slashes, even teleportation. Here we go. Beast Power Tiger! Oh, no! Let's go! It's not going to be enough. There's no way. I just can't help but think of Kaguya. I can't! I just can't see Kaguya. But let's be real. She looks better than Kaguya. She does. I love this aura too. But damn, I get to see some Mira cleavage today too. I am not mad at that. Yo! Judgment of the Thunderblade! Woo! Dude, she cut off her arm! Ooh, that amputation stuff there. Woo, that looks nice. Whoa! You fucker! It's useless. Dude. I know people are going to probably be thinking the same thing I am, that this is kind of in a way giving some Muzin. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, this girl. She charged in without flinching, even after losing an arm. Is she using her willpower or something to stop the bleeding? We're here! Let's go! Thanks for the backup. The enemy is the leader of the gods of thunder. Yeah, this is like, in a way, this is giving Muzin and Kaguya. It totally is. Oh my god, it totally is. And I'm saying in particular, like how the arcs are, were written in a way. I think that's the right way of putting it. I see now. An indomitable spirit and body, the organizational strength to immediately receive reinforcements. Yeah, that's what, like, this here best describes, like, what I'm talking about in terms of, like, why it's in a way giving me, like, Naruto and Demon Slayer. More so, I would say more so Naruto than anything else. No, I can't say, I just cannot not include Demon Slayer in this, though. That'd feel wrong to not include Demon Slayer in this comparison. Part of me is still thinking I should include Claymore here, but I don't think I don't think the Claymores are as organized in terms of, like, unit structure in the same way as, like, Demon Slayer or Naruto are, if that makes sense. The organizational strength to immediately receive reinforcements. I'm starting to understand why the other gods of thunder were defeated, but ooh, none of that will help you against me. Let's go, Yuki! Yeah! Okay, so first of all, let's talk about speaking of Naruto, you ain't beating the Naruto allegations now. I love how these ninja look. I love the outfits here. I would say the main thing I kind of wish we were getting a little bit more of in the outfits themselves is I think they need a little bit more shading because they look just a little bit too shiny for my liking, and also a little bit more shading to kind of give it just, I feel like a little bit more texture, but I think it's more so in the armor where it's, in terms of shine, I think it's too shiny in the armor. I think that's where, I know I'm being nitpicky as fuck, I'm gonna get shit in my comments, but that's where it's kind of bothering me. And also, I say the hands are okay. Something I do like though is on the shins. I like that plasma effect. I wish that's what I would love to see. The plasma effect that you're seeing on the shins, on the shin pads, I would love to see that carried over onto like the hip armor. Oh, that would have been fire. And you're seeing it also in the shoulder piece too. And the arms as well. On the gauntlets, on the gauntlets. That plasma effect is really sick. I don't know why it didn't carry over into the hip. Oh, that would have been sick. That would have that just would have been so fire. If the plasma went, the plasma you're seeing like on the shoulder piece, the gauntlet, and the shin would have been like on the top part of the hip. On the top layer of the hip piece. And because right now it looks, for me anyway, it looks incomplete. Because if it had it, what it would be like a really cool like flow happening, but not having that just looks funky to me. But let me know what you guys think in terms of the design. What do you guys think about like just like having that plasma effect happening on the shoulder piece and the gauntlet and the shin piece? And do you guys think that if we would have gotten that plasma effect on the top layer of the hip piece, if it would have looked a lot, well, obviously looked a little bit better, but like in terms of appearance, but also in terms of flow, I think it just would have worked better for me anyway. But the other thing besides the design-wise, I love the sword. God, this sword is so sick. But the other thing I do want to go into is what we're going to be seeing in this fight. I'm curious because she could have just straight up killed Mira. Let's be fucking real. Why did she keep Mira alive? Why is she keeping them alive? It's probably, my guess is to fuck with them. It's gotta be to fuck with them. But the other thing though is what we're going to be seeing from Yuki here, because something that we've been theorizing for a long time is Yuki is going to have like a Boruto moment, like a Boruto meets Deku situation, because remember, Yuki has all them gods of thunder up in him. He's either going to be able to utilize their power and do so, and like have like these really cool forms for, because of them, or he is going to be manipulated by them and he's going to be controlled by those gods of thunder inside of him, kind of like what we saw in Boruto with Momoshiki, where when Boruto used up all his chakra, or when he was on the verge of death in one instance, Momoshiki took control of Boruto's body. I'm very curious how this is going to be done here for Yuki, because he has so many gods in his body now. Is he going to be, and remember in the case of Deku, this is where obviously, in the case of Deku, I'm curious where this comes in, because where Deku comes in the comparison is, Deku had like all of the previous carriers of One for All, and he was able to use the different powers at will. I don't know if Yuki would be able to use all the different powers at will because he hasn't trained with them. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think he's going to be able. I gotta wonder if he, like, in the midst of battle like this, is he going to like be able to like make? Is he going to make a deal with the gods of thunder to use their power, or like maybe off panel? And this is going to frustrate me if we see like while they're fighting that we see Yuki make a deal with the gods of thunder off panel about something like similar to what we see with Deku. Where he could use the gods of thunder off panel, but like if the gods of thunder like do this shit and then they betray him, I kind of would be, that would actually gag me, and that would actually be really sick, like to have a double cross kind of thing. Oh god, that I kind of wouldn't mind that if the gods pull a double cross. And the moment the gods pull a double cross, it would be, as I said, with the Boruto situation, it would be at the very moment Yuki used up all his energy, or it would be at the very moment that Yuki is on the verge of death. It's going to be one of those two things. That's when we're going to see the gods of thunder make their move and control his body. And that's even if Yuki, despite Yuki making a contract with them or not. But the other thing, though, is if we get to that point, which god of thunder is going to take control of him then? Which one will? Will it be Kisetsu because she was the one that was in Yuki's body first? Like, will it be like whatever god is the most compatible with him? Or will it be not just that, or will it be the god that is the most compatible with the one that is controlling Yuki at that moment? But then there's the other theory that I think we talked about a while ago too, is that the gods of thunder that are inside Yuki are going to be able to control like the different soldiers or whatnot, and it would be specifically it would be the different generals that killed them. So like in the case of Kisetsu, it would be Mira. But I think that's more of a long shot than anything else. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, what do you guys think is going to happen? I really do hope we get a Boruto situation more than anything else. I think having a Boruto situation here would be the most interesting out of the bunch. More so than like you could, as I said, you could make like having a mixture of like a Deku and Boruto situation would be really cool. But I just think having a Boruto situation where if he is on the verge of death or he loses all his energy, having the gods of thunder that are inside him take over his body, I just think that would be way more fascinating. I do. I think it would work. I'm just more curious if that does happen, which one would take over him. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Mato Seihei No Slave content. If you wish you could do that, donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.